morning, everybody. I've done a lot of work on this farm, but at the same time I haven't. It's kind of funny. I'm trying to grow a bunch of trees. I planted trees where I don't want them after I put them to grow now. It's not the end of the world, but it's the end of the world. So I planted a bunch of spruce, and now I'm planting pine. No, nobody was expecting the stream today for me, so let's start over here. I can't get a third pallet to load another one, but I think there is one there based on how many trees they say are loaded. And it's just bugged up. Yeah, but see, it's plenty now. Do this a little bit here and there. I did plant one field and I fertilized my grass. I did some soil testing. I'll just have to show everybody all that. She's early in the stream to be doing that, so I'm waiting. Plant a few pine trees in here. I wish there was a way to lift all three at once. I want to plant a bunch of trees back here too, but I just don't know what direction I want to go with. So just start over here. Oh. I should have hooked more of these together and I could have planted these a lot faster. Such a beautiful, nice day outside. Just gonna stream for just a little bit and then I have stuff to do. So mine is 1800 in game. I'm gonna plant some of these before I slept the night. Obviously, the growth stage would be kind of weird for the other ones. And I just kind of plant them on the same day. want to plant a bunch of trees here next to this forest and then paint it the same ground color. But have a path going through. So I have I don't know if it's called a wheel loader. It's just it's on the shovel that goes back and forth between the lime and then where I have my wood chips. So it's kind of interesting if you plant things where you don't want them. You have to wait for them to be a little bit bigger. So I think it's fair, but at the same time, there's no easy undo button. In real life, you just can't get out of the ground again. Still my shoulder injuries, so it's kind of hurting to sit here, but I'll try. It's interesting sometimes the angle it plants is like staggered different directions. Probably gonna be doing quite a bit of this because there's nobody watching, so. Might as well just do it while I'm thinking about doing it. I was hoping to be able to vertical stream webcam and everything today, but it's just way too much on my computer. I have to have time to figure it out. I feel I'm going to be buying a new CPU. With equal distance from the other three, not too much of a gap, just about what I have. My little forest here. I'm going to be taking the trees down here and there. That's the only way I think you can do this map and reach the challenge without having an issue. I should have hooked more of these together for this part. It's not too late to do that, but I'm wondering if it's worth it. Try to maintain that distance there. There's some places I planted like 2 or 3 on top of each other, not by choice, but just when I'm going around and around. It's just how and where I planted it, so I'll have to weed them out. Cut some trees down. My mic is weird. Let me try that out, Colton. I think I know what's going on. Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's picking up my webcam, but that's disabled. See if that makes a difference. I don't see any options here for any other microphone, so yeah, so maybe it's trying to use my webcam. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, I ran out of trees on that one, I think. Oh, it's just planting that one tree. Yeah, it is. It's a little bugged up then. So I'm going to cut down trees over here. I'm going to replant them. Then I have a mod for a very small wood chipper. Just to put some logs into it, get chips. Because I need that for one of the mods. I think the coffee mod, I think. I have the composter over there. I placed some log storage over here. There's a lot of trees planted everywhere. I'll just head back to the store and buy more trees. Oh, gonna run through some trees. So be it. Yeah, so it won't load these. These are bugged up. I don't actually think this palette of trees is actually there. Oh, now my controller's stuck again. Hang on. It only does it when I'm streaming. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Hey, stop. Hey, controller. Seriously. Oh, so now it will load. Oh, this is bugged up. I don't know where to get trees, so let's just go up to this. I already planted the spruce, so let's do some pine. Pretty expensive, but hey. There we go. Okay. So I have one field planted with, I think it's canola. I didn't think I needed canola until I remembered I needed it to make... Oh, is it herbicide? Let's take a look here. Yeah, herbicide. Canola, manure, potatoes, lime, and stones. Or, oh no, the stones become lime. Yeah, okay. I have a lime factory down here though. It's already out of stone already. Let me show you guys that. I told myself I wasn't going to tab. But there we go. So the one here on the right, it's just to sell it. It doesn't make lime, so I placed the mod that creates lime. I didn't want to buy it. That's the point for my challenge here. I have to make my fertilizer, lime, herbicide, all that I have to make. Seeds. I placed the stone quarry. It's a mod. It wouldn't quite fit into the mine shaft. You can't rotate in place the mod. It seems a little bugged up a little bit, honestly. So you can't rotate it freely. So I couldn't quite get it, if you can see, like in the angle I wanted. But that's just acting like it's getting me the stone. And then I bring it over to make the lime. There is a lime station I can buy it over here. These piles are just fake. You can actually walk into them. So I can buy lime here, but part of my rules for my challenge is I have to make it all by myself. There's a lot of goals. And Mars mission, this map, let me see if I can bring it up here, has its own challenge rules, but I modified them a little bit for me, and then I added some more. So this is, in 20 years, you have to plant 10,000 trees, have 20 large beehives, 160 cows, 720 chickens, 195 sheep, 540 pigs, 800,000 liters of each of any 6 crops in the storage bins. So I kind of modify that. I'm doing 20 years, 10,000 trees, 20 beehives. I'm doing the cows, chickens. I'm not doing the sheep. I'm going to do the pigs and then the crops. On top of that, I have added my own challenge of the breakfast challenge. I haven't set the rules exactly for my breakfast challenge yet, so let's just bring it up here. So my breakfast challenge menu. So I have to place and make all these things. So I have the coffee mod, which makes tea, flavored milk, fruit juice. Bacon will be from the pigs. They have to fatten the pigs. The eggs from the chicken. Make pancakes. The donut mod, yogurt mod, cereal. There's a mod for potato processing, so you can do fried potatoes, a lot of different fruits. The breads, croissants. Also going to make some jams, butter, the maple syrup, cream cheese, whipped cream, cheese, honey, sugar, milk. So usually the breakfast challenge is just pancakes and donuts. Sometimes they add in the bacon and eggs and a certain amount of milk you have to process. I went overboard. There's about 20 some productions I have to place in order to do all this. And then on top of that, I've done my own challenge where I started with a little bit of lime and fertilizer and seed and stuff. Like I brought it from Earth, but then I'm going to have to produce my own. Even the mineral feed I have to produce for the cows by myself. So I kind of have 3 different challenges on this map instead of just the one. So you can see in here, these trees are just going to be fun because you have to do trees. Fruit, cactuses. The pallets you need for the coffee. But the coffee mod is like 5 different buildings, and this is step 1 of it. This of course is going to help with getting fertilizer right, so that's why that's there. The dairy is placed already, but I don't have milk. I need the cucumbers and peppers and onions for the fried potatoes. Fruit, melons, watermelon, maple syrup, strawberries you need for some of the production. This is fruit. Grapes are for some of the juice, and of course making herbicide here. And this, of course, for the cows. Flour, of course, will be for pancakes, donuts, everything, right? These are all the different type of fruits I'm just going through. Some of them have recipes you can use later, like the apple jam and things like that. But just the idea that I'm making a breakfast menu. I love breakfast stuff. Compost, of course. And then we have the coffee pods that are starting up here. So what I've kind of done is, and let's just go visit one of these. It's easier to do that. Oh, I left these open. Well, I've deleted the original barns that came in these. Each one of these had a pig, a chicken, a cow, and stuff. I placed my own, and then around it I have placed grass, so I can mow the grass. I had cows, these have chickens, these have pigs. Here you have my orchards, my maple syrup, and my fruit, and a couple beehives. There's one more over here that has all my greenhouse stuff. And it looks kind of weird, but you have to realize for these, you can't really place and paint inside of these. There's a trick to it. So you basically have the coffee, you have the fruit, you have the cactuses, you have all the banana ones are fake. Hey Shorts, doing good, pretty good. You? So let's go back over here. So I left these open. You're just kind of decorating some of them. That's your view for placing anything and everything in here. If you go too far, you get the camera thing. So, yeah. Because of the collision, you can literally only paint what you can see. And you can only place where you can move your camera. So, it was kind of tricky to do what I've done, but I think once the grass fills in, it's going to look really nice. And then I have grass to mow inside of there. And then I can have a couple of trees planted inside of there, I'm thinking, maybe. And I'm wearing that funky spacesuit. That reminds me of Iron Man. Because why not, right? So, yeah, like for example, if you wanted to place more in here, yep, see, you get a lot of collision issues. You can't go over top because of the camera. So, considering what my limitations are, I think I've done a really good job of planting things. Right now, I have canola on that field. Next month in game, I'm doing the wheat or barley or both. I don't remember which. I've done some testing. I do have a few ideas for sugar, potatoes, I could say, the breakfast menu stuff. And you also have to have enough of it stored after 20 years to win the challenge. I don't know what this little dot is here. It just hangs out there. But you start the map owning all the property, including the ridge up here, which a lot of people plant trees. I might do some trees up there, maybe a few rental houses I'm doing for income. I'm all about getting passive income. So there's different type of houses I might plant or place and act like people are working. Say over here, not exactly over here, but place a random house and be like, oh, somebody's working on the lime production. Or by the forestry, place one and be like, oh, somebody's working and cutting down trees, right? Build like a little colony. So, that's interesting. Would terraforming actually do that, Colton? How do you get the clay out? Would terraforming mod actually take the clay out and then you can fill it in? Or how would I do that? I'm really interested in that you mentioned it. I'm glad you're doing good shorts. Sorry I ignored you. I was kind of on a ramble for a moment there. So over here, I kind of have the herbicide, the BGA. These are literally the pallets I started with from Earth, so to speak, when I moved over here. I actually move these lime ones back in. Maybe. And I kind of have the rule that once this is done, I cannot buy them from the store. I have to be making that product. If you remember, let me know, because I think terraforming may do it. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I've never done terraforming. So yeah, it's an extra challenge to make your own stuff in production. The herbicide, like I said, you have to think of canola, you have to have the manure, you have to plant potatoes, right? You have to have stone. Fertilizer, you have to think of manure, you have to think of slurry, you have to think of digest, you have to think of straw. The seeds, you have to think of the fertilizer. And then you have to have the barley. And then you have to have water. Mineral feed, you have to have hay, potato, silage, and then canola. So I really like that part of the challenge. Instead of buying it, I'm going to have to continually plant and think ahead of things of this. Like I had to plant canola. Right, one of the first things, I never plant canola. I hate planting canola. For me, there's no reason to do canola. But this made me think of it. And then next month I have to do barley. So, I like that challenge instead of having to buy it. I'm also supposed to be playing where I don't teleport. We'll get there someday. I'm not very good at that one. So that's the one field I've done. And then, yeah, a few other fields I'll be doing. How many trees have I planted? So trees planted, 2,640. I'm gonna have no problem doing that for trees. I'm gonna play where I can take down the trees as long as I replant them. Or is it kinda, I don't know, gets to me, it boggles me that, you know, after 20 years you have 10,000 trees that you're cutting down, right? So forestry, I'm just using some mod. Yep. I wish it was alphabetical. It'd be a lot easier then. See, I have the mod to make this alphabetical. So I'm just using this 3-point wood harvester that attaches to the back of the tractor here. It's sitting over there. I haven't bought the sawmill yet. I'm just doing the wood chips. And then I'm storing the other ones for now. It does look like I have a lot of money, but at the same time, I need to remember that I don't have that much money, because I have not bought my combine, I have not bought mowing equipment, I haven't bought, well, I have a whole list here. I haven't bought a lot of the equipment I need yet, so I just can't go waste all that money. Okay, let's see if I can do this. That one. Nope, not that one. Just plant a few more trees where it was running out here before I continue on. And so I also want to go over here. Show. Nope, where's. Lots of motorcycles out right now. I also placed my own version of McDonald's here. I thought it was funny. I also am going to place. I think I have the restaurant in here. Redneck restaurant, right? We can go for breakfast over here. I could actually place it right now. I have enough money, but like I say, not trying to spend all the money. Then over here will be trees and stuff. I'm not done painting, like I said. It's a work in progress. But place some productions around here with the command center. I have to find all the collectibles. On the back side here, I think I'm gonna place a house and some trees for like a command center. Have like a, 2 or 3 houses set up here where you would live close to a command center. Like I say, I'll do a few of them over here as well. Still think about recycled and about the clay. I'm gonna have to look that up. So for my breakfast challenge, I basically have to write down how many of each, or how much pallets or liters of each product I have to make to complete the challenge. A few other people have done the breakfast challenge, and I'm kind of playing around with what they've done and hoping to make my own rules based off of that. I don't know if I'm going to want a path over here or not. For some reason to go around behind. Let's leave room here for a path, but plant a few on this side here. There. Leave enough room for a path to be placed there. No, I can never back up straight. Let's try again. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfectly done. I'll come back later. I thought about making another crop field over here, but I actually have quite a bit of crop fields. Because you own all of them at once. Like, there's no shortage of actual crop fields for me to deal with. If I plant too many trees and then I need room for a production building over here, then it gives me a reason to cut down a tree as well. Sure, it's gonna annoy somebody that these are slightly out of line of the last row. They're not quite in sync. If anybody wants to know how to do these tree planters like that, let me know. I plan on making a short or a tutorial about it. I've learned about it from a different YouTuber, and I've never thought about doing it this way before, but it's pretty endless. You could buy a bigger one of these and plant 6 or 9 rows of trees all together if you wanted to. Hey Michael, how's it going? So instead of just doing one tree planter at a time, you could really speed this up, and if you use GPS it would be straight rows. I agree, like, you guys are missing out on some really good mods. But I don't think it's giants that's the problem, right? I think the problem goes back to it being the actual council system and their laws and rules. I want to leave room here for a row of to drive down. Doing good, getting quite hungry, so I'll probably only play for another hour. I don't know what time is it. Maybe another hour? I'm getting hungry, so. Doing good. I don't know what the temperature is here, but it's really nice out. Juan took the motorcycle out today to where he has to go. I'm still not ready for it to be those temperatures, so you can keep those. I don't think our temperatures are staying that warm for that long either. But we'll see. Let me look at the weather. I'll change it to Fahrenheit for you as well. High of 68 today. Oh, might reach 70 tomorrow. Okay, then we drop down to 50 and then we go back up to 63, so it's getting there. That's a beautiful 21 degrees tomorrow. See, more dramatic when you go 21 to 10, right? But our nights are pretty cold still. So we're still getting down to freezing at night. Yes, Michael. It's an all-day event. It's an event. I originally was gonna go, but I have stuff to do that wouldn't otherwise get done with our type of weekend we're having, so I'm gonna stream for a little bit and then have lunch and then do all the stuff I have to do. If I would have went to the event, things would not have gotten done. I was gonna run out of trees on the left side, I see. So let's just continue planting 2. Yeah, let's just do 2 until I get back to the shop area. Put my trees too close together. You should never get to that point where you are in bed already when that happens, Michael. Some of the trees are getting planted too close together. That's okay, I'll weed them out. I just wanted to come back and make this look a little bit better. See, then I can paint a road in here. I don't know if I'm gonna put a whole bunch of trees back here, but I think so. See, I've kind of planted trees already. And they all have this pathway and a whole bunch of trees to the right hand side. Should just buy a whole bunch more trees because I know I'll be back to get more of them. I should actually put a whole bunch of them on a trailer. That's what I really should do. So that is a store in there. And it is I don't want to go inside. Spinnery, animal dealership, bale sale point, it's all in there. And then vehicle shop is kinda right here in the open. I think for the whole reason that you can't have things spawn inside one of those, right? Easily. Anyways, like vehicles. Without collision issues. Colton, we're not home during the week, so even sometimes we're not home for 2 weeks back to back. If we do a server, we're not there to babysit it. We're not there to be a part of it. I have a hard time just letting people be on a multiplayer server without me being around because I want to be a part of it. I also have, like, this is open to multiplayer. All my maps are open to multiplayer, same with wands, but nobody ever joins. So it comes to a point where we can only do so much. We really want to have people join, but we also need to just realize that having something up and going with servers and people, it just doesn't really ever happen. I have a friend's server I join once in a while, and then I join wands. See, I shouldn't have planted trees here. I'm gonna regret that. I'll just have to make a path going through here. Cut down the trees when I can. Make a path like that. And one has tried multiple times to have a console-friendly map. And he has one set up right now, but nobody ever wants to play and join it. And then when they do, they only do it one weekend and then they leave. They never come back. And there's no fun in that for us. Like we love our maps that we get into like this. I love it, I enjoy it. But if I'm only going to play a map once in a while, I don't get into it. I'm like, oh, that map's never going to be played. Well, that map is just going to get deleted. Oh, that map is going to get ruined by people that are careless, right? There's a difference to me between having a map that I just play on and a map that I'm very passionate and excited about playing. Let's circle back around. Oh, there's this glitchy thing that happens right there when the sun comes around. Not really sun, but a light. So it could be 94 next Wednesday, Michael? That's crazy. Should also mention I only play this map on the weekends when I'm home. Or during the weekdays I do as well, but if I'm not at home on my Steam Deck, I play a different map. I have Wanda's laundry because of my allergies, yes. Not to get all like... Not to get all girly, but I have a pretty awesome husband. I really do. Our marriage is very, very blessed in many ways. So laundry will be done, I don't know if tonight or tomorrow. Whenever Juan wants to do it before we leave tomorrow night. If I have to do laundry, I'll do it, but yes. It's definitely not something I'm going to go on my way to do. I should just drive a straight line where I want the path to be. And then I don't have to keep trying to figure out where the end of the road is. This is probably too big of a path. I went shopping for a few things this morning after I dropped them off. I was like, oh, I get to have whatever I want for lunch. So I bought myself a good lunch. See if anybody can guess what my lunch is. I bought some other stuff for dinner, and then I have to go do shopping for the truck after Juan gets back home. He's still undecided if he's gonna do another stream or not tonight, and the other channel probably, we'll see. Depends on how long he stays at the event today. Tacos? Nah. It's a good lunch though. I'm having breakfast for lunch. Baking a brunch. I'm gonna make some waffles, some bacon, some eggs. What else do I have? I don't know, I bought a whole bunch of stuff. I like breakfast for any meal. I can't knock breakfast. I'll leave a little bit of extra room here for the sawmill because I have a feeling I'm probably gonna need it. Okay. Now I have an idea where I need to plant inside here. Juan likes breakfast foods too, but not as much as me. Well, it looks like I run out of trees again. I don't know if I can get all this planted before it gets dark here. We'll see. With other places I wanted to plant trees as well, but I really wanted this main area filled in. No, unfortunately there's a bug in the game where it even rains inside the dome here. I guess you can make it artificially rain, I guess, but no, I don't think they what's the word I'm trying to look for? I don't think they did what I was hoping they would. Oh, there's still 2 trees in that one, or 1 tree. Okay, let's try again. There we go. The other thing I would like is the soil color to be a texture you can paint. Right now there's not that soil type. So when you place things, sometimes they place a color around them, like this. And there's no way to make that this color again. So you get random patches, different colors. I just want to get rid of that and make it look like a regular color of the soil again. So there's only two things I could critique, which, I mean, I don't want to really critique, but at the same time, just planting the rest of the palette there on the far right, so we can go fill it again. There we go. I could just do the left one, and then they'd be all synchronized again. It's actually slowing me down if I do that, but there's still 167 trees to be planted. But rather fill them all at once. So all these trees are supposed to help place oxygen and stuff right on the map for role playing, to act like you're terraforming Mars to make it ready for colonists to live on it, right? Thinking if I should plant another field of canola. It's not too late to do that. I was thinking one field might be fine, but I was thinking I might want to do two. See how painful it would be if I had to plant them one at a time instead of 3 rows. I'll probably call it a stream once I finish this. Just because I'm getting so hungry. As much as I want to stream all day, I do have to go do other things. I'm trying to think ahead in case we're not home the next week or two. Trucking, that we have enough food in the truck and all that to take with. And that all the errands and chores and stuff that we need to do around the house are done in time. So, try not to look at the small picture of just this weekend, but the larger picture of everything that needs to be done for a couple weeks at a time. Oh, that would be kind of nice. I don't know if you could do it in this type of game, like, easily, but what people do, maybe. There, I was hoping I would plant a tree there. There. The ones that are planted too close together, I'll just go back and chop them down when they're a little bit bigger. Because right now you can't do anything to these trees. Well, as you can see, I'm driving through them. They're invisible. I like the idea of playing on Mars, though. It's going along with like the type of books that we're reading. Actually, the book we're reading or listening to right now is based on Mars. Really like listening to spacey type of books, sci-fi and fantasy based. I should place a house in the middle of this. A couple of rental houses in the middle of a forest. That'd be something to do. I would have to chop down a few trees to make the driveway. Let's take a look here. No, controller stuck, hang on. Okay. Behave, controller. So if I cut these trees down, have a pathway, trees, place a house or two in here where I haven't planted. I'll take a look here and see. Perhaps. Something like that looks good there. kind of wooden looking houses like that. Hi Mac, I'm going to call it another stream pretty soon, but hi. Seems like you guys all take turns on being like, it's another string. Who shows up? No, no, controller. Behave. Oh, controller. I'll make it look good with the trees around it. Let's have one like that. And I want to place another one. Like that. A couple houses, pathway, and the trees. Maybe a decoration. I will go. Maybe a place. Like stuff like this, right? Sheds and bale stuff. There's lots of stuff in here I can choose from. Like a little kids area and the trees. Oh, these I'm gonna do too. And then place people have donated their names by trees like that, old equipment and stuff. So I'll make it look good around a whole bunch of trees. Yeah, 30 is always that magic number even to Juan, right? He's like, I guess 30 is hard to work. 30 is that magic number. Oh, hi Jim. I missed your comment. When I get, in that menu, I miss things. Yeah, Juan's busy. I'm usually around though on the weekends. I'm pretty sure you know that though. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers, so streaming and watch hours, we really need that to get monetized right now. I'm usually on the map with them too, not all the time, but yeah, I'm most definitely doing the main host of the game right now. But I am gonna call it a live stream once I place another 27 trees here. So I haven't had breakfast and I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna have breakfast for lunch. There's a slight chance of wandering the stream later tonight on this channel or the other channel. I cannot promise one though. No guarantee. As we will see how long he is at the event today. That does run till 8 o'clock. So I mean, if he wants to stay there till 8 o'clock, so be it. If he was in Ontario, I would be with him. It's going to be very hard for him to go on Terra without me with him because I want to go. I'm from that area, so you know, I really want to go back to that area. Okay, 2 trees left. 1 tree. There we go. I'll bring this back to the shop here. Not quite Detroit, but yes, right state. Eastern, Michael. Michigan's on that fine line there, Michael. If you look at the map, it's the time zone change right to the west side of it. Kinda goes around it. Let's go through these trees again. Okay, I am gonna have to buy myself a new controller. This one is getting really laggy, bugged up, glitchy. Okay. Let's refill these. Okay, can I jackknife it there? There. Trees are refilled. Ready to go. We have planted 3,738 trees now. Now this will be so easy to get 10,000. But once I do that, I'm going to keep track of the number of how many I cut down. Some of them are already full and grown, right? But then I'll have to continue to replant them. It's okay with Jim. Real life comes first, right? So thank you all for joining. I know you all joining at the end of my stream, but I need to go get some lunch. So thank you. Have a good day. Adios.